Res Magazine doesn't care about spoiling your dinner. No, it's going to bring you all the eye candy from this year's Res Fest. Plus, we'll show you where to find the latest user-created content for your Xbox. And no, it's not behind the couch. And Indigo Prophecy promises to mess with your head more than your girlfriend does. And we're going to demo it right here. Now, is this going to be a stand-up fight, sir? Or just another bug hunt? On Attack of the Show!
Pick up on this.
Oh, hello, and welcome to Attack of the Show. I always forget that we're doing this, but it's every day.
Yep.
Every day. It's
Until
an
about
hour.
5 seconds before we start.
Painful, painful hour of my life. Welcome, everybody. Glad you could join us. Will O'Neill here all week.
Yep, I'm having a good time.
Are you having a good time?
Well, I'm happy now that Sarah's back, since she's kind of the reason I came down here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hi, guys.
How's it going, Sarah?
Really good. I'm back.
We had,
I
especially
heard you
Will,
missed me a lot.
nothing but glowing praise for you
Yeah.
while you were gone. I
You know,
have to be
Kevin,
honest.
it's funny.
He's full of love.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
totally.
I heard a terrible rumor, which I am sure is absolutely 100% false.
It's false. It's
that
not true.
you were talking a little Sarah smack in my absence.
I most certainly was not.
And I know you well enough to know that you wouldn't do anything like that.
No,
These are just, baseless, filthy rumors.
He would never talk about you behind your back, if you weren't here to defend yourself.
No.
Well,
I
because
mean,
he
would be
knows I
right.
could take him.
Well,
And that
we all
was
know
so,
that.
You're
so
fiery.
embarrassing.
Where were you, by the way?
I was,
Did you get the test results yet, or?
Everything's okay.
Yes, nice. Woo!
Everything's where it should be.
A bullet has been dodged.
It was a rough go there, but
Not me. Why do you look nervous?
No, not me. I'm saying I haven't dodged a bullet. I'm
Okay.
saying a guy I know might have. I mean, not even a guy. I don't. It could be. I just.
stop it.
Where were you
Stop
really?
it right now.
Where were you really?
I was
Having a good time.
Places.
having a good time.
Nice. Well, we're glad to have you back. I got to be honest.
Thank you. And I haven't seen you since you got back from Japan.
Yes,
so,
I
you
have
know.
many
He's
stories
tanned.
to tell you.
You don't have any stories.
I don't at all, actually. I was
Nothing
working-
happened there.
I was working the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's cheerleaders, schoolgirls. I mean, you mentioned that.
Those
before.
were good
Oops.
stories.
Sorry.
It's perfectly fine. You should brag, make her jealous. Let me tell you something that happened yesterday on the show. Actually, before we get to that, and I hate to do this, you got to look at the monitor really quick because Gavin, our producer, sent me the site just real quick.
This
and
is pretty hot.
I know some of the pictures are definitely old, but it's like we do stuff on cats and dogs and bee outfits. So why not stuff on my rabbit for
Now,
Sarah?
the absolute
Why
best
not,
one.
indeed?
The best one is a rabbit skull sitting on the rabbit's head.
I haven't actually seen that
Yeah,
one
that
yet.
one's fantastic. You can't beat that.
Oh, see-
Rabbit pig.
Now there's a very popular rabbit. I can't remember the name. It's like Ula or Ungla or Umbla or
Just
whatever.
make it up.
No, I just
Thumper?
did. I tried to.
You mean,
No.
you mean Thumper?
No, there was a very
Oh.
famous internet rabbit where the guy would always put pancakes on its head. Unfortunately, it wasn't Toby. They're yelling in my ear, it's Toby. I was like, Toby was the one they were going to
Save
cook.
Toby is a
Exactly, yeah.
whole nother
Toby
thing.
was the one they were going to eat, not the one that they put pancakes on. But anyway, stuff on my rabbit. It's kind of cute. Whatever.
I mean,
we'll put
it
the
is
link in
kind
the
of a
Look, just for
rip-off,
the- just
but
for the
it's
skull.
cute nonetheless.
All right, where's the skull? I missed it. I couldn't
It's
find
down
it.
at the bottom.
All right. Well,
it starts to
forget
get really kind of a sick towards
It gets
the end.
obscure,
Yeah.
and then there's we'll move on.
Next.
Yesterday on the show, Will, you said something about women on the internet only being men, right?
Yes, I did.
I think that was exactly your quote, or no?
And it was in direct reference to you going out there and trying to pick up on women on the internet.
Well, I stated that my girlfriend,
Yes,
my
you did.
online girlfriend,
Yes.
was in fact a woman.
Yes.
You asked me what her name was, and I
Yes.
told you I have no problem. I don't
And
mind
then all
revealing
hell
it.
broke loose.
Hey,
Teen Flirt 17.
well, and that's something a girl would call herself.
She's my sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know? She's my
hot,
baby.
she's flirty,
Totally.
she's your
Young,
girl.
supple.
Yeah, she sends
You're
pics.
a dirty old man.
With an X. Ow.
Okay.
So I said it was
Moving
Teen
along.
Flirt 17. Obviously, I'm just BSing, a little off the
Sure.
top of my
Yeah,
head.
okay.
Well, one of our forum users, Babylonian, who is a genius, I must say, that's pretty brilliant, went ahead and registered the name Teen Flirt
And
17 on
genius
AOL.
is the exact word that comes to mind.
Yes, and he went and registered Teen Flirt 17, and he posted in our forums countless chat logs. Because apparently after I said, Teen Flirt 17 is my girlfriend, all hell broke loose.
Well,
People went nuts in the forums.
It's hard
Yeah.
to believe that Teen Flirt 17 wasn't taken.
That's another
You
thing.
know?
Yeah, but
What the?
apparently.
I guess it's too obvious,
I
or
would
it's
think
too
so.
clever.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't have a girlfriend though, do
No,
you?
I
Kevin?
most certainly don't. But if I ran across someone named Teen Flirt 17, I would definitely flirt with them.
And you would try to make that person your girlfriend.
Well,
even
exactly.
though 17,
Even though
it
he's
would be
40
kind of,
and
there's
bald.
that. Well, then he really
Look,
would.
no, there are 16 other teen flirts. It doesn't
Okay.
mean that she is 17. It is hotter if she is, though, I gotta be
you see?
honest.
She's the 17th.
But what happened was people messaged him,
That's
and
how my mind works.
I have to say to the viewers at home, and I have to say it directly to them, screw you! They were all hitting on my girlfriend.
Yes, they were.
They were all like, oh, are you hot? Send me pictures. Yeah, I know, Kevin. We're cool. We went to grade school together. Bunch of
share.
punks out there trying to throw me under the bus with my teen flirt girlfriend.
Hey,
Well,
happens,
Kevin,
man.
I mean, these are your form friends. You can't trust them.
can't
I
trust them.
I don't trust them. They're not my friends. And Teen Flirt is not my girlfriend, and we're moving on. I'm angry
Okay.
now. I
Yes,
can't
you
believe
are.
they would do that to me. Trying
I
to hit on
believe it
my
entirely.
girlfriend. I bet you're hot.
Kevin, you don't have a girlfriend. Just let it go.
Yeah, I don't. I'll get one of these days.
Yeah, get one first and then get upset about it.
Okay, we'll do.
Try that out.
I like getting in bar fights over other people's
There
girlfriends.
you go. How dare you look at that guy's girl?
Now, do you have any idea what this is, Will?
I have no idea.
This is something special.
It looks like a
Look at
PlayStation
that.
2.
It's a demo disc from
That's right.
Capcom, straight out of Japan. Apparently, it was a Capcom. They previewed this at TGS. This was like a giveaway. You had to
Okay.
win this, but someone on our staff managed to snag one, and it's for Okami.
Someone on this staff stole something?
Oh no, snagged as in was given. I don't know. They probably ganked it.
I'm
from
sure
stack.
they
But
did.
nevertheless, we got it, and that's what matters.
That's all that counts.
I played it this morning. I gotta say, phenomenal, and you have to take a look at it. It's an adventure game based on Japanese mythology. I know we've talked about it on the network before, but
An
look,
adventure game based on Japanese mythology?
who'd have thought? Coming out of Japan, by the way.
Wow, that's just crazy.
What were the odds? You
Who'd have
play
thought?
you play like a wolf spirit who has to bring life back to the world. He can spread life, something of that, yada yada, so on and so forth. But look at the game, man. I mean, it looks phenomenal, and you have this. It's like based off this, like the art of calligraphy. You have this pen that you can use to like draw in bridges, or if you circle a young child or
Do
an
you
old
think
child
this
for
is
that
too
matter.
girly for a lot of guys?
It's not at all. It's not at all.
Okay.
It's.
I mean, I don't think it is, but I would hope that guys wouldn't be afraid to do a little finger painting.
Sure, and
if
they
you will.
shouldn't. They
Well,
shouldn't.
it's not too girly for Kevin.
No,
because
I went into
Nothing is,
he's very
Will.
comfortable.
I went into
Nothing is.
calligraphy mode, and right away, the first thing I drew was a giant wang. It did nothing, but if you want to do it, you can. But in the game, like here I am attacking people as the wolf, and
I'm sorry, I'm totally distracted now.
you can slice
I'm
them.
totally-
But don't
You
worry.
have
about it.
issues.
Don't let the wang throw you off.
Calligraphy and wang in a
How often
sentence.
have you
You gotta
said
be
that?
ready for
Together.
it.
Don't let
That's
the
awesome.
wang throw you off.
It rolls off the tongue.
Doesn't it,
Pun
though?
intended. I'm telling you.
That's it, I quit.
Like, I don't mean to. No, I'm serious. I wanted to talk about the game. We're running out of time, but we're out of time. But
Thank God.
no, it's an amazing game. One of these days, I'll give it the treatment it deserves. Okami. It looks beautiful. So far, it's playing great.
But why don't you go on the
I can't
forums
wait
and just
to
write
look
a
at it.
tome about it? Like a
I'm going
3,000
to.
word
I'm going to write a
treatise on it.
6-page dissertation
There
on
you
what
go.
it means to be a wolf spirit.
Exactly.
For all my furry fans out there. All right, we've let Will float by long enough. It's time for you to rake him over the coals a little bit. Ask him anything. The number is 800-839-7880.
And you can email us at attackoftheshow.com/ask us. I just blew that one totally. But anyway,
Wow, that's the website.
Go to g4tv.com and send us an email.
Yes, and you can chat with us as well. The address was on the screen, might still be. And if
And
we
you can
take
chat
your
with your
call,
girlfriend.
don't chat with my girlfriend anymore. If we take your call, we'll send you a Jinx shirt, maybe something else, which we will share later in the show.
It
Now,
could be cool.
Did you know that incessantly changing the channels can actually lead to ADD
I heard that.
and leprosy?
Ooh.
That's a real
Oddly
bummer.
enough, yeah. Well, that's a nice added bonus. Stick around because we have an exclusive clip from Tim Burton's Corpse Bride coming up later in the show.
Awesome.
But before that, we'll be digging up some Halo 2 Xbox mods to tickle your fancy.
And I get to play them.
You do.
Hello?
Who is this?
I'm a fan. I mean, I was watching TV.
What?
Okay, I'll explain. Sorry, I sound crazy. I was at my friend's house when Kevin, a spokesperson at this TV show, said, "Hi, Teen Flirt 17," and my friend sent you a message where he asked you who you were and who Kevin was, and you told him that he was your boyfriend. Hope you're not mad at Kevin.
I think we're gonna have to break up.
No, I'm sorry. He actually did it like showing he liked you.
I'll tell him Punk Yuma Bunny is why we broke up.
Oh God, don't break up with him. Emma, I'm sorry. Just ignore we ever talked. Bye.
All right, fun and games over. Before we get started, we have a serious warning for you. This segment, the one you're about to see at least, involves altering your Xbox with a download that, while legal, it poses... whatever. It's illegal to distribute. Just know that. So using it at will probably result in your Xbox Live account being suspended or permanently banned. In other words, you'll never be able to play online again. There you go. You've been warned. Again, download Legal to own, but not legal to distribute.
Exactly.
All right? So with that said, I got to give you a better way to download cool Xbox content. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
You've played the Halo. You've played the Xbox 2, right?
I've played the Halo, yes.
You played the Halo 2 and you played the Xbox.
Yes,
so
I
now
have.
you need a modded Xbox really to get this going.
Yep.
You should by now know how to do that or how to get one. I'm not going to explain that, but there you go. Now you have to download a piece of software called Mimesis from the internets.
The internets.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, for reasons that I can't say, I can't tell you where it is, but it's out there.
It exists out there.
Yes.
In the ether.
And it's really not that hard to find. Mimesis. There you go. You also have to have the newest Halo 2 patch installed.
Exactly.
You can't have the absolute latest one if you go online. If you've been online within the last month, it'll upgrade it to a point where Mimesis won't work with it.
Okay.
It's possible to delete your Halo 2 install, though, if you have a modded Xbox and just reinstall it, so you'll be good to go.
Well, if you have a modded Xbox, I mean, a lot of people have one that's not modded as well. So.
Sure, yeah, because they do want to play on
Yeah,
Xbox Live.
exactly.
Right. So you get Mimesis, you put it on your Xbox the same way you'd put any other homebrew software on there, just FTP it over. Once it's on, that's when the fun starts. You load Mimesis up, and you can actually download custom Halo 2 maps
Yeah, that's
from
pretty
the
sweet.
Mimesis server right from within the game. I mean,
That's awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And these levels we were just playing earlier, they're pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately there's only 3 available right now, which I'm hoping that by talking about it, we'll maybe get a few more people interested in it, get some fan base going for it. But the maps right now, there's 2 that are official Halo 2 maps that have been modified, as you can see, to look like nighttime. You know, they're made a little bit darker, and then on other maps they've modded the weapons, they've changed the colors, given them different effects.
The pink shotgun.
The pink shotgun, yes, which we will see very soon, and of course there's even a brand new custom level that was done from scratch. So again, this is still just in its infancy. But it could get much cooler. So you've got a game loaded up here. I haven't actually seen it yet, but this is running. You've downloaded this map off Mimesis.
And we are good to go.
All right, and so right away I'm seeing a major difference here. Your shotgun is pink, Will.
I have a pink shotgun.
Now, did you decide that color, or did the map modder decide it for you?
I did not decide this color.
All right.
This was chosen for me by someone who apparently knows me well.
See, it's also got like the flashlight, the Doom 2 flashlight mod looks like on it there. See, you're running around. Oh, now see, that's interesting little effect there.
Yeah.
And
cool.
I'm told that the rocket launcher itself has like a different. Do you have any other weapons on you right now? Or?
Not on me right now, but there's a Warthog out here that has a pretty cool rocket launcher on it, and the effects are pretty rad.
So they've even modded the weapons on the vehicles itself.
Exactly.
Not bad. Hop in that bad boy. Let's see it.
Jump in there and just start firing away at stuff and good palm trees.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the thing to remember here is that again, it is free if you have a modded Xbox, and this is all being done homebrew. This is all done by people who have a passion and a knowledge for this stuff, and I mean that's just cool.
And once you break your
cool.
Xbox, you're pretty much screwed.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. And don't forget, you can play these online. You can use Xbox Connect or any other tunneler program, and take these maps online and run around with people, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a great way to extend the game that you already own that you probably might be getting a little tired of playing.
Totally.
And if you have a modded Xbox, it's just another cool thing you can do with it. So there you go. Visit attackoftheshow.com for more info on Mimesis. Pink shotgun.
You gotta love that.
Need I say more? When we come back, Sarah returned from her trip to the Orient with a damn good download.
And we visit ResFest, which is likely like doing drugs, only slightly less sketchy. But first, we promise you an exclusive clip from Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, which opens this Friday. So here it is.
Sweet.
Hold on, Victor. You can't get married looking like that.
Smiles think you're very cute, but goodness knows you need a suit. But have no fears, we're quite in debt. We'll have you looking lovely, 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 lovely yet. A little stitch, a little tuck, some tender loving care. A little thread will fix you up, and we've got plenty, as you see, and personally guarantee your quality repairs. A little here, I'll fix the mess. We're going to do our very best, and everybody sees you. They will all be quite impressed. They will all be quite impressed.
We're going to have
A wedding cake is no mistake. It must be quite sublime.
They're missing something.
try some dust.
I wish I had more time.
Perhaps there's something I can do. These bones might help a bit.
Oh, my nose.
Sorry.
Wait a minute, that's it.
Voila! A little that.
A little this.
The perfect cake is not to miss a wedding. A wedding. We're going to have a wedding.
Huzzah, huzzah, we're going to have a wedding. Let's all give out the cheer as the bride is getting married today. One thing you can surely say is we will stand aside until the end. We will defend our one and only pride. Our pride to be our pride to be our love of equal pride.
And it would be pretty weird if, coincidentally, a guy on TV named Kevin gave away a random screen name that said he was your girlfriend and that you were 17, and the guy you were talking about also happens to be named Kevin, and you said he was at work while his show was on, and then they end up being totally different people.
So you're saying he has a show?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Look.
Who's that?
That would be Kevin.
No, Kev is 13 and blonde.
Well, you can't tell on that pic, but he's blonde. Does that look more like him?
No, I said he was blonde.
Okay, this guy is blonde.
No, that's more of an auburnish burgundy.
Wow. Now that's specific.
So what if you can't tell Monet from Mos Eisley? As long as you know your Gondry from your Cunningham, you'll fit right in at this year's Res Fest. Our guide today is Res Magazine's own Todd Roberts. Welcome, Todd.
Hi, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. So Res Fest, it's a flurry of eye candy. Is this year's festival any different?
No different at all. It's always been very psychedelic and interesting. Yeah.
That's cool. So drop some names for us as far as music and
this
film.
year we're lucky enough to have a lot of really great music, a lot of great video artists.
Okay.
Some of the same names that you mentioned: Cunningham, Gondry. Spike Jones, and we're lucky enough to also have Beck doing a retrospective, which means every video that he's ever done.
Okay, so what actually goes on at Res Fest? I mean, what kind of things should people expect when they go visit the tour?
Well, we try to highlight the creatives from around the world that are making independent pieces of art, whether it be visual or music, anything that's going to catch the eye of people who aren't pretty maybe turned off to what's been going on in the mainstream.
Okay, so it's also a tour, so it travels around, and where is it now?
36 countries, or 36 cities, I should say, 6 continents around the world. Right now it's in San Francisco at the Palace of Fine Arts. Tonight we're showing Mike Mills' debut feature film, Thumbsucker, which is pretty exciting for us.
So one of the programs is called Cut and Paste.
Yeah.
And what is that exactly?
Well, it's basically... We've sort of narrowed down a focus, or I guess a genre, of people that are taking sort of organic objects. Like Michel Gondry did one with yarn. I don't know if you ever saw that.
No, I never
but
saw
he made a giant piece of poo, I should say, out of yarn.
Okay.
And stop animation is probably the most important part of the cut and paste program.
And Res it's also a magazine, and then there's Res Fest. Which one came first?
The festival came first. The magazine was an offshoot, sort of allowing us to celebrate, like I said, the people that are creating the film, and giving them a venue to speak on their own behalf.
So what kind of stuff is inside the magazine?
This month we have Beck, our interview with Beck, obviously. This issue particularly is the DIY issue, so it's mostly independent thinkers and creators from around the world that are doing things just solely for the ideas of doing it.
And super cool is the DVD that comes in every issue, which is pretty rad. That's what I was really into this morning.
Yeah, free content is always nice. But if you buy the magazine or subscribe to the magazine, you'll get a copy of the DVD, and it's
and there's music there as well.
And there's music, and there's short films, and there's trailers, of course, for advertisers.
Okay, that's cool. So we were actually poking around, looking at the DVD earlier today at some of the short films. I mean, are there any particular ones that you think stand out a lot?
I think the one that sticks out to me is Flesh, which is an ode, I guess you could say, to the 9/11 tragedy. Made by a couple of French filmmakers. They definitely took some pot shots at America, and it was it debuted in New York last week for Res Fest there, and it got a lot of heated debate, I guess you should say.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for coming by, Todd.
Thanks for having me.
So find out where Res Fest is headed next at resfest.com, and look for Res Magazine on newsstands everywhere. It's been written that when we come back, the time will be right to demo the new psychological thriller game, Indigo Prophecy. And the moons will align long enough for us to bring you the feed.
Oh, hello! Welcome back to the show. Hey, that Indigo Prophecy demo and your user createds, when we promised you them? Don't worry, they're still on the way. Plus, a reminder, and this is a big one, this week's Boost Mobile Live Music Friday band is the Aquabats, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have a TiVo, get one and set it. It's Aquabats. Now, be warned, the feed contains artificial facts and synthetic humor and is not intended for people with allergies.
All right, so what has the entertainment world's cranky high school principal, the RIAA, been up to? Well, according to the Electronic Frontier Foundation, they're trying to push the FCC to impose copy protection on digital radio receivers and recorders. Yeah, the EFF also accuses the RIAA of taking advantage of the FCC's confusion over digital radio to push their copyright-happy agenda, which is so like them, isn't it? Who keeps inviting these guys to the party? Now, speaking of the RIAA, they have their eye on a small mom-and-pop record store in New Jersey. Why? Because instead of trying to beat digital music fans, they decided to join them. All right. According to the Wall Street Journal, Scotty's Record Shop in Summit, New Jersey, has a new policy called Buy It, Burn It, Return It, where patrons can return a CD within 10 days of purchase for 70% store credit. Not bad, huh? So customers can take it home, listen to it, and possibly, I suppose, maybe, burn it to their computer. Surprisingly, after an initial warning, the RIAA appears willing to work with the Scotty family to, quote, revise the policy rather than just stamp it out entirely. So is this a newer, friendlier RIAA? Or maybe it's just a case of someone thinking, family-run business, Italian last name, wealthy area of North Jersey, better not push our luck. Probably the latter. Now, we've all known that playing the MMO City of Heroes is hazardous to your social life and really bad for your complexion and your understanding of real female anatomy, but now it may be hazardous to your health, too. Rumor has it that a recent patch added to the game, meant to enhance some characters' sonic powers, can induce nausea and severe headaches. This new patch combines color and screen flickering and other technical effects for a visually assaulting experience not seen since SeizureRobots.com. A patch is apparently being ready to counteract the problem. Unless this is an elaborate scheme by the City of Villains to wipe out all the heroes so they can more easily take over the world. God, what's happening to me? All right, so far all the talk about space travel has been like, forget borders or cultural differences. Let's build an international space station and explore the galaxy together. Yeah, well, screw that, hippies, because DefenseTech.org reports that the United States Marine Corps is readying plans to deploy grunts from space. Their plan is to use spaceships to fly into the upper atmosphere in an effort to cut down on travel time and make their strategic military strikes more efficient and effective. Of course, it'll also get the Marines used to riding the express elevator to hell when they are inevitably put to use combating aliens on distant planets. No, sorry. No, that's not right. We wouldn't be combating aliens. We'd just be helping the aliens to develop a more modern and democratic society by killing any of them that resist. And that's the feed. Semper Fi or Die.
Whoa! Back with a vengeance, Sarah. That was good. Good feed. Missed that.
Taking Space Marines, very exciting.
That's always good. I'm interested in that Scotty's record company thing because
it's pretty cool.
I understand why they'd have to do a policy with that. I'm sure. I mean, I've been in record stores where people are like, "Well, you're buying this album. We'll just rip it for me instead of me having to buy a copy as well." And if they're given 70% back, that's obviously incentive to take it home, rip it, and then bring it back to the store, right? That's a good return on your investment.
It is, and then the store can resell it again and use probably.
Why not just cut the cost of the album by 70%, and that would encourage me and you, and I'm sure probably everybody else out there to buy more music. Make it a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, but now you're thinking outside of the box.
No, that's crazy talk. I don't want to cut into profits. I'll just download it and not buy it at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Smart thinking. Oh, a reminder for everybody out there, and for you, Will.
Oh, thanks.
You have to be reminded sometimes.
Yes, I do.
Don't forget to watch Cinematech tonight at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. They'll have an exclusive direct feed full screen presentation of the Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. It's a little trailer. It's at TGS. You probably remember it. It's very pretty. Pretty like a girl. Like a real human girl.
Oh, here we go again. So be sure to tune in to Cinematech tonight at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Sorry for the breathing heavily. Today, by the way, we're taking calls, and we said we'd give them out. Here's one of them, just so you know what you're getting. It's a great T-shirt from Jinx. I wear them, and you'll be able to as well.
Awesome.
Boom. Done. Casey joins us on the phone from Kansas City. Are you there, Casey?
Yeah, what's up?
Not much. Hosting a little show. Did you message my girlfriend by any chance?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't. I don't have that much free time.
Good. Thank you. It's good to hear that.
Yeah, somebody's not going to stab you in the back.
That's
the
good.
one person. You found him.
You're a good man, Casey. You're one of the few. So you have a question for us?
Yeah, actually, I'm supposed to ask. Will, what kind of rig do you run at home?
I actually have laptops mostly. I I play PC games on a Dell Inspiron XPS gaming laptop, just because I can move it around, and then I have a little lighter, little gateway, sort of ultra portable that I walk around with.
Casey, are you still there? Oh no, we lost him, unfortunately. I want to know, is his mom going to yell at him if he doesn't ask that question? I'm curious.
I have to ask this.
All right, but okay, nice rig nonetheless. Christina joins us on the phone. Are you there? Hello, Christina.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, I thought she was heartbroken because of the little girlfriend thing.
Yeah, you're not Teen Flirt 17 by any chance, are you, Christina?
No, sorry. I could be your girlfriend, though.
Oh, well, hey. Well.
This TV thing is finally working out for you.
It doesn't surprise me. When you're on cable television, it happens. It happens. I'll tell you what.
At least 4 girls see you on TV every day.
Christina, private message me in the forums. We'll take care of that. Right now, though, you have a question for Will?
Yeah, I wanted to know if Will could be any video game character and why.
It's going to sound so trite on my part, but I would probably want to be like Master Chief or something, because he's like super cool. I mean, it's not necessarily a new game character, but I mean, it's just a cool character. Guns running around,
I dig that.
Suit of armor.
Aliens.
Or I could say something from like Madden or something, and I'd be like Terrell Owens or something.
Yeah, don't go there. Like Sean Baby would pick Madden. You're not him. Remember that.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, Sean
But then
Baby.
you'd have the crazy chick in your head if you were Master Chief all the time. You'd have to Cortana, get out of there.
I don't have that going on right now.
Understandable.
There's a little girl inside of me just dying to get out. Next.
Andy joins us on the phone. Andy, are you there?
You rang.
Actually, you rang, I think.
us.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I'm going to give you a choice, Andy. You can either ask Will a question or Sheila, his little inner girl.
Her name is Tiffany, dude.
Oh, sorry, Tiffany. Take a pick.
I'll say Tiffany.
All right, done. Tiffany.
I think he's frightened now.
Andy, go for it.
He's already forgotten his question.
Yeah, which controller do you think would be more comfortable to use, the PS3 Boomerang or Nintendo Nunchucks?
I think the Nintendo
That's as hypothetical as they get, but
exactly.
take it away.
Yeah, I think that the Nintendo one actually looks like it's going to be the most comfortable to use.
Right. I mean, it's designed after a remote control.
Yeah.
Remotes are fairly comfy. It shouldn't be too big of a deal.
And we've been holding on to those, remote controls for years.
Exactly.
I had to specify what we've been holding on to.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to keep it out of the hands of the women.
There's that too.
The remote control. Now, have you seen the concept of the PS3 Boomerang?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? To me, it looks incredibly uncomfortable. I hope they're not actually using that.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's also new, so we have to sort of wait to see, how it's implemented and things like that. But I mean, it should be exciting. It's always fun to try out new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Well, we'll see when we get our hands on it.
Yeah.
All right, we tire of you. I got to be honest, but we'll be right back. See, we're fickle that way.
Yeah, we are.
It happens. And we'll be bringing out your user-created entries. It's going to be good.
And a damn good download that could quite possibly save the world.
Oh, Master Chief style.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
Hello?
Who's this?
It's a friend of your boyfriend's.
Are you one of Kevin's friends?
Oh, yeah, we went to grade school together.
He told me he mentioned me on his show.
Yep, he did.
Which I don't understand, because he's like a 13-year-old male California blondie. I don't know how he's on TV. Anyways, I've never met him in real life. Is he cute?
Yeah, kinda. He's got a goatee.
Okay, I'm back with a damn good download. Can the phone calls and the crying stop? Please. All right, Will, and it's an actual special treat to have you here today to be part of history,
yes,
really, as far as the damn good downloads go.
Internet's history.
Internet's history. Today we're talking sort of environmental sounds and music, because I feel like
music, setting the mood.
Setting the mood, because when you're sitting at your desk, all you hear is your yapping coworkers, and it really grates on my nerves.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on around here.
A lot of it going around.
Yelling.
I mean, if people would just stop talking. So in the meantime, we've got something called Atmosphere Light, and it is free. And what I've got right now is I have a variety of different environmental sounds that I can preset. Right now, I think I picked woodland.
What does a hot day sound
like? You can
like?
see woodland. Hot day. Well, hot day is one of the background sounds that you can add to your woodland. So you kind of get that sort of, it's steamy. We're in the, we're on the veranda or something like that. You can add a little light rain.
I've never been on a veranda in my life.
I don't even know what a veranda is, but I love that word. I think it's like a porch. Yeah, something like that. something that we don't have here. Rain or Roof. So you get the idea. Now, as far as background sounds go, you pick the ones that you like, and then what's kind of cool is that you've got all these other random sounds. Random sound frequency is your option over here on the right-hand side, and you've got like everything from barn owls
sheep
to swallows to cows to ship's horn, and right now
Vanilla Ice would love this with all the random animals because he's a big animal guy.
He is?
Yeah, kangaroos, goats.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't here yesterday when my buddy Vanilla was on the show, but
and he was
whatever.
asking about you.
He was?
No, not really.
Oh. That's too bad. I was only in 8th grade when that song came out anyway.
Okay,
it would never work.
Now all the fans are trying to do the math now.
Yeah, that's okay. They know
It'll
I'm
take
old.
them weeks.
So, Will, are you impressed with this Damn Good Download?
I'm so impressed with this. I mean,
because I don't know if you really are.
If it wasn't free, I mean, I'd pay for this.
You would?
I'd pay good money I would steal from Kevin first.
Well, I would not. I would not pay for this, but that's kind of why it's kind of cool. Like, for example, who wouldn't want to hear a leaf roller, you know, happening on a regular basis,
dog bark.
or with the railroad, and maybe a motorboat in the background with a blue tail and a ship's horn. I mean, come on, right?
Yeah, that's really peaceful.
This is one of those things where it's like, I know. Yeah. I can say that you don't know how you would use this, but mark my words, you get some Bose noise-canceling headphones, you put on your environmental sounds, you're at your desk, you're chilling, and all of a sudden life is a little sweeter.
I don't know if
a little sweeter, Will.
You're not selling it.
Little sweeter.
You're not, okay,
like
all right, I'll try it out.
Cool. Awesome. Atmosphere Light. You can find the link to get it for yourself at attackoftheshow.com, along with my other downloads and websites and gems. No love, no respect around here. Now, it's like show and tell for people who are physically, if not mentally, adults, all of us included. It's the user-createds. Hey, Kev.
Hey, Sarah, what's up? Woo! Welcome back.
AOTS
Missed you around
for
here.
life.
Missed you around here, I gotta be honest.
Did you?
Yeah, and before we get started, it's something, because you didn't even know this, and I didn't do a good job of explaining it, apparently.
No, what?
The things that you're seeing, the teen flirt chats that are happening from, every now and then throughout the show, they're real chat logs.
Well, it's funny because I was reading them, and it's like, they're obviously a joke because they're just too good.
Yeah, no, real.
It's better than fiction, isn't it?
I know him in grade school, and the one guy thinks I'm kind of cute with the goatee.
I love it. Please don't break up with him.
No, but
don't break up with him.
I'm actually going to chat with that guy later after the
Really?
show. I just want to see what's up. I'm just like,
he might be cute.
He's a viewer.
Hey.
One fan at a time, Sarah.
All right.
One fan at a time.
Yeah. Now, in keeping up with our Attack of the Show bar and grill idea, because it's gone very well.
Is this
so
an idea?
far.
I missed this.
No, you weren't here.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
During Girls Week, we had bar coasters for last week's User Created.
Because we're all alcoholics.
Because we're all alcoholics,
yes.
yourself included.
Oh, clearly.
Let's just be honest.
Give me a hat.
We are what we are, and it's going really well. So we're going to keep with a theme. We asked you to send us AOTS-themed beer bottle labels. So that's this week, and since most of you obviously have intimate knowledge of alcohol as well, your responses were really good.
Nice.
So we've got some of our best right here. We'll start with Dan Morgan's Captain Moran labels. It's simple in design, but surely its contents are more than effective. What do you think, Kev?
That's sweet.
You like him?
I approve. I like the Captain Moran, and it's fitting that they go with Brendan because he is clearly the biggest alcoholic of the group.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a complete mess.
Right. No, he really does have a problem.
This is actually
I'm
just
serious.
one of the many premium lager submissions
Sarah, it's not
we
funny.
received. Glass houses and stones.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. In fact, lots of labels submitted with a Brendan theme. We can't really figure out why. I mean, it's just random. Trevor Duncan's Brendan Comfort. That's our second one. Really established the true grand old drink of the South. You know what I'm saying?
He's chilling at his cubicle, which is where he does most of his drinking. So yes, it's a fitting label.
That I feel like is a little, it's a little.
It is
it's
a problem,
awkward.
right?
Well, I wish he would just wait till 5:30.
I sent a memo, but.
All right, next one. Drunk Vader makes a completely unexpected appearance in Michael Boyd's design. His bottle claims to include a distinct blend of Lord Vader's favorite fine liquors.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that nice?
He's a connoisseur.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and the next one, this label from Will Cluse may be lacking a bit in the originality department. We've seen this thing before, but how could anybody say no to the old G4 brand Game & Whiskey?
You can't. It's classic, it's good, and it'll do the trick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Finally,
the show gets more entertaining.
Finally, David Schur had his Office Jesus Juice certified.
Yeah, you have to show this is a big label.
Certified for KP. Yeah?
Yeah. It's got certified by us, and then the only thing better than SAC.
The only thing better than SAC. So
it's a direct quote.
Kevin Pereira, who, by the way, thought it was really cool to call me a skank in my absence.
What? Whoa!
What do you think about that now, skank?
Whoa!
What do you think?
Whoa! Wow!
I don't know my own strength. It's pretty cool.
You ruined the label.
I'm just telling you, Kevin. Watch it with the slurs.
All right. Sorry.
Or you will get. You will get I don't know. Did I scare you?
A little bit, actually.
yeah.
Wow.
That's fun.
Jeez, that was...
I'm really strong. I've been
yeah,
working
you
out
are. Wow.
a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Okay, good.
You point made.
There's actually broken glass everywhere. This
Good. You
this
deserved
is
it.
Scary. All right. Thanks to everybody who submitted this week. Woo! Kudos to you guys.
Yay.
Yay. You're scared. Now we have a nice selection of brew for the customers of our new bar.
Are we really opening a bar and grill?
I certainly hope we are.
Will there be baby back ribs? I hope there's baby back ribs.
And you will be the busboy.
Ooh.
Now, don't install that legal photo editing software just yet because our tavern is far from complete. Next week, we want you to design an Attack of the Show bar sign. Yeah, we're not giving this one up, guys. Kind of like this one. This is, sort of the idea we have in mind, so be sure to get your entries in as soon as you most humanly can. We'll take a look at the winning entries next week, so go to attackoftheshow.com for more deets. Kev. Hey, you're pretty strong, too.
I know. I'm ripped.
I thought it was just me.
Oh,
All right, now
Teen
we'll be
flirt.
back. We'll be back when you feel you're ready, so no pressure, for a demo of Indigo Prophecy. Bet you didn't know prophecies came in different colors, did ya? That's one to grow on.
User Created is brought to you by Burger King, who remind you to have it your way.
On the next Attack of the Show, forget Bryan Singer. We have the director of the world's only comprehensive Superman documentary. Plus, I did a little toy shopping in Tokyo, and miraculously, I managed to get most of it through customs. And no tricks, no gimmicks, no stacking. No, it's just a straight-up land party battle right where you left it last week. That's the next Attack of the Show, until you hear otherwise. Now, assuming you took my advice and downloaded the free demo, you're at least a little familiar with the Indigo Prophecy. But here to take us deeper is Eric Horowitz, brand manager for Atari, and playing the game today is Mike Gutierrez. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us at
you
the
having
Bar and
on.
Grill.
I mean, I said, yes, welcome to the Bar and Grill. Did you get complimentary beverages?
Still waiting on that.
Sarah, you can't trust her. She's slow when she gets little. Now, I said a while back I played Indigo Prophecy and enjoyed it thoroughly, and I wasn't lying. I mean, congratulations on the game. It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
And one of the things that struck me as interesting is that the adventure genre itself, I thought was a little waning, especially since some of the LucasArts stuff. But now you guys brought it back. For those who are uninitiated, what is the point and the plot behind Indigo Prophecy?
Sure, it's a brand new take on the adventure game. If you think about movies like Seven or Memento brought to life in a console video game, that's Indigo Prophecy.
Right.
It's a story of Lucas Kane, an ordinary guy who commits a brutal murder when he's possessed, and his struggle to put the pieces back together, to find the motives behind his crime, while also staying one step ahead of the cops.
Sure, and that's the interesting part, is that you're trying to stay ahead of the cops, but at the same time, you're also playing the cops. I mean, what sort of challenges does that bring up for the developer behind the game when it comes to putting this whole story together? You're playing both sides.
Sure. I mean, the story is at the root of the game, so it's really about unraveling this mystery. What were the dark forces that caused Lucas to commit this crime? But looking at it from two different perspectives. So it's not just a pure game of cops and robbers.
Sure.
It's really a lot deeper than that.
Now, what I love is the cinematic qualities. I mean, top-notch voiceover work. I mean, every scene looks like it's from a movie, the way it's directed and shot. And I honestly don't say directed and shot when it comes to video games half the time, but definitely some thought went into this, and even the motion capture. I mean, was everything motion captured? It seemed like it sure was.
Yeah, the entire game's motion captured, and it's interesting that you mentioned that it's directed and shot, because that was the vision of making this game. It was the creators, Quantic Dream, David Cage, came at it looking at, let's not make a video game. Let's really bring all the emotion, the intention, the acting, all those things from great movies, and put that into a video game.
Sure. And now, did they have their own motion capture room for this? I'm told that they might have even built their own studio for this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first thing that they built. They spent a couple of years making this game. A lot of it just building their own mocap studio. And this is the first iteration of that, what you're seeing in the game right now.
Very nice. Now, the game is coming out on PC as well as consoles. I happen to play it on the Xbox, and I thought it was interesting. Maybe you can talk a little bit about the control scheme, because there is no mouse to work with when you're on an Xbox. So how do you allow people to do what would traditionally be a point-and-click adventure, but it's now not?
Sure. I mean, it's broader than that, broader than point and click, but as you're playing along in each scene, it's wide open. So as you come up to an object, you can interact with that. Icons appear and let you interact and show you that there's something you could do, that you can make a choice, that you can also bend the story just based upon what you're doing with that object.
Now, I'm watching the demo here, and Mike looks like he's at a critical point, because I remember this scene very well. Can you talk about what's happening right here?
Sure. Indigo Prophecy, it's all about choices. So here we have, a critical choice juncture in the game. Lucas, he's committed a crime. He's in the park. He was talking to his brother Marcus, who's a priest. But here he has a big choice in front of him. He sees a child drowning, so he has a little bit of a moral choice.
Oh, yes, moral choice.
He can either, throw caution to the wind and save the child, or you know, with the cops coming, just, you know, throw everything aside and just run off and think of himself.
Sure, and this will directly affect the story in the sense that, you know I chose to save the child as well. I don't want to spoil things, but it did change some dialogue at least later on.
Sure, it changes the dialogue, changes Lucas's mental health state, and also has an impact on how the investigation of the murder plays out too.
And now that's one of the things, you know, I played through the game once. Are there different endings? I mean, I'd assume that there'd have to be with so many little choices affecting the overall outcome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, within the game itself, there's 6 different endings, but even broader than that, you know, every little choice you make may have an impact right in that scene, or even a couple hours later when you're playing along. You know, if you leave evidence behind, for example, things like that.
Now, one of the features when you beat the game is that you can actually go back and sort of watch it as a movie. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's parts of the game. I mean, you know, like any great thriller, there's action scenes built into that. So, you know, you can play it, beat these scenes, you know, like what you're seeing right now. But also, you know, if you just want to sit back and watch them like you would any movie, you can actually, you know, put it in and press play at the end.
Well, I think we should talk quickly about this. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. But it's not just choosing what piece of dialogue you want to say. There are actual action moments within the game.
Yeah, it's pumped up with a lot of adrenaline. You know, as you're seeing right here, there's a lot of mini games that you can play in here. You know, here where you're dodging cops. Other games where you're fighting the forces without giving them too much away.
Sure.
Things like that.
Yeah, there are definitely some major twisted plot twists in this game. So it's very nice. It's out today, correct?
Yeah, out in stores today. I encourage you to pick it up. It's a real breakthrough in storytelling in video games. Check it out.
Very nice. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Excellent demo, Mike. Nice job with saving the child. It was the right choice. Thanks. Indigo Prophecy, it's in stores today, or you can always just win a copy by being one of our chatters. So type faster, because when we come back, we'll be reading your chat questions. I'm not lying. Type.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
Right, you heard me.
I didn't hear you.
No, we didn't hear that.
But if you hear the word tactical and you think it sounds like boring, then listen up. Because personally, I think tactical sounds like tickle. But that's just me. I was raised by hobbits.
Hairy feet, too.
They do,
It's
actually.
weird, actually.
Yeah.
We're playing Counter-Strike Source tomorrow in the Verizon Broadband Battle, everybody. And that means smiling guests, goofball banter, and questionable gaming skills.
Yay.
Essentially, everything you've come to expect.
Awesome. Now, to register, just go to our website and click on Join Our LAN Party. That's where you'll get all the details and the links to get you started.
Woo!
So we'll be here tomorrow for the LAN Party.
Yes.
All right.
It's going to be a doozy.
I hope so.
Spiked models and wall hacking. Yay!
Awesome.
Mud and...
They cheat. I can't play
Wrestling.
Counter-Strike. I can't play it anymore. I mean, I'll encourage you to play it. I'll do play-by-play. I mean, I used to. But no, not with the Spike models. All right, let's get to chat. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry.
Are they from Spike?
What?
Spike models?
Spike models.
Oh, spiked.
Yeah, they have like giant spikes so you can see them coming around corners.
But
and
you
it's
meant
bush league.
models from...
No,
never
move
mind.
on.
Just forget it.
Moving
Sith
on.
Master wants to know, did Kevin hold back on his drumming skills yesterday to spare Raymond's feelings?
Well, I'm glad Sith Master asked.
The answer to that question is yes.
Is yes. Actually, Raymond held back quite a bit to spare me on national television. And I got to say, and I posted this in the forums, that I feel I won the drum battle because I got to drum next to Raymond Herrera. And that is...
And that's where everybody wins, kind of a thing?
Exactly. It's like
And a lot of the
hugs
viewers
all
kind of-
around and kisses and cue the mushy music because he is a drum god, and I've been listening to his album
Yeah.
since I was like 14. So
And the
he
viewers
rocks.
agreed that you did a pretty good job.
No, he did hold back, and I thank him for it because it made me look like king for a day. So.
Aw, Kevin.
No, it was great. I'm telling you, it was amazing. Thank you, Raymond. Nicest guy in the world and a great drummer.
Kevin's a
and
drummer.
I'd like to
Sunbun
kiss him.
wants to know, if the host made
On the
their own
cheek.
stop-motion movie, what would it be about?
Oh, I don't know.
Mine would be about fruit.
I like where you're going with that. I see
Do you?
that. Yes, I do.
Fruit.
Pub crawling.
There's so many different
Pub crawling.
shapes and colors. Pub crawling.
I hear what you're
Shapes
saying.
and colors.
Pub crawling and fruit.
Yes. Interesting.
This is getting
Yeah.
crazy.
How about the Busboy Massacre at the Attack of the Show Bar and Grill?
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
We're
do
done.
it.
That's it.
Thanks to our guests, Eric Horowitz, Mike Gutierrez, and Todd Roberts. Also, we'd like to mention the ResFest is in San Francisco right now and hits LA on September 29th.
Woo! All right, take it easy, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Good day.
LAN party.
See you in the forums.